Hello, everybody. I hope everybody is having a good week. Sorry, I'm trying to get my I'm trying to get the YouTube up so I can see chat and everything. Because I can't see it from where I'm at. Um, and of course it won't. Why will it not give me the? Oh, probably because I hit the wrong button. It would probably help if I hit the right button in order to see what the chat was. But I cannot believe we are heading into our final week of Draw with Spangler. Like, it's crazy to me. I am getting closer. I have kind of finally decided that I am only concentrating on my Spangler painting to be able to finish Coral Castle. So I'm actually working on that one as consistently as I could. You would think that since this past week was my spring break, that I would have been able to knock it out. But no, I spent a lot of time with my kids and my family. So, hey, I had time off. I wanted to be able to see with my kids. I'm sure everybody understands. So I did not do as much diamond painting as I thought I was going to do. But I'm going to say hello to everybody, and then we'll bring Randall in. So as always, Leah and Lenore have taken out the trash, recycled, puts out a variety of finger foods and snacks, places soft drinks and various waters on the table, puts out some white, dark, and milk chocolate fountains, pretzels, marshmallows, and fruits for everyone. Welcome to Mystery of Diamonds. Help yourself. Come on in, grab a snack, and hit the like button on the way to your seat. And also specialty trays for the draglings of cookies and cupcakes. So thank you so much, Leah Lenore, for always having us well stocked with our snacks table. Absolutely love it. Mwah. Thank you. So hello, Deborah. How are you? I know I cannot wait to see how far he's gotten on this painting too. Hello, Sue. Hello, Auntie Dawn and Joanna and Blackie Sabbath, Cheryl, Aaron, Flip Flops and Lollipops. Hello, Raccoon Eyes. Hello, Robin. Hello, Levi, Linda. Hello, Turtle Joy. Hello, Marion. Hello, Susan. Hello, Tammy. Whoops, I have lost my little thing. Hello, Brenda. Hello, Roxanne. Hello, Matt. How are you? Oh, thank you, Cheryl. That's so sweet. Hello, Tasha. Hello, Laura. Nope, don't you do that. Hello, Dragons and Diamond Dust. Hello, Ginger. Hello, Caitlin. How are you? From Jacksonville, Florida. You're closer to me than most people are. Hey, Florida, Florida. Hello, Faith. How are you? Hello, Jenna. Hello, Nancy. Aaron, you didn't make much progress. Well, I mean, I did get to see. I mean, it does count. Hello, Lori. Hello, Diane. And hello, Meredith. Okay, so we have gotten to the end of the chat of saying hello. Oh, hello, Crystal. How are you? So I know that we are super, super excited. I'm doing good, Faith. I hope you're doing good. Hello, Keisha and Kim. Y'all filter on in. I cannot wait to see how far that Randall has gotten. So let's go ahead. Hello, Monica, and bring Randall in. And, oh, what? I hit it. It didn't do it. Hey, Randall, how are you?
Hello. Good to be back. Week number 3. We've got kind of excited here about the way the piece is progressing. Did a lot of small detail work. So, it's not a huge change from last week, but I put a lot of time in on it. So I'll give you an idea here. Here's where we're at. One of the big things I really worked on this week was picture frames. I had started on the middle one. And now these others, I've got all the picture frames ready for artwork. The other thing I worked on a lot is the blue at the background and the lettering of the word gallery here. Left a little space for a little purple dragon. That's what I'm going to work on tonight.
Oh, my goodness.
As well as their vests. I figured out the coloring I'd like to do for the vests.
Oh, so, that is awesome.
Yes.
God, it's just looking so good. People are saying love the frames.
Yes. And of course, there'll be a little piece of artwork in each one of them. So it's going to be kind of fun and get pulled back just a little bit so you can see the whole thing. But the things that take a lot of time on it are not only the frames, but that blue background. Even though it is a solid color blue, it's lots of layers. Watercolor, different colors of blue, colored pencil, shading along the edges of the frames, around the lettering, shading around it. Just a lot of little things that just kind of take a lot of time. But anyway, so we're gonna get started here, and I'm reaching for my usual coloring books. 1 and 2. 3 is just so close. Hoping by next week we can say it is at Amazon or and I do believe once you submit the books for Amazon to do their print on demand, got to reach here around the camera, that they take a little time to check it over and approve it, and then it goes up for sale. So I'm hoping by next week that we'll be there. Bedtime stories, ABC book, both on my website, plus the counting book. That's at randallspangler.com. And a link to my first 2 coloring books is on there also. So I think what I'm going to do is turn the camera around and get to work here so we can get a lot done tonight.
We've had a couple of people just say that the little purple dragon's gonna need a name too, or does he already have a name?
Oh, no, doesn't have a name. Nope.
We might have. People are also saying that that blue background looks phenomenal.
Well, it does. Again, it's the contrasting colors. I'm trying to find, here we go, and flip it sideways. So it'll do what I want it to do. And is it doing anything?
Not yet. We don't have it sideways just yet.
Okay, come on. Go there.
There we go.
Got to get it just right to flip it. So yes, contrasting colors. Opposite on the color wheel would be orange from blue. So the golden tones, anything with these kind of orange warm tones, really pop against the blue cool tones. And especially the word gallery up here. That's one reason I did it in oranges with a little bit of a kind of a red trim. And right here's where the little dragon's going to be. And then at the top, originally I was thinking kind of wood ornate design in the wood, but then tonight I just suddenly thought, why not do some stonework? Kind of like it's part of a stone wall, a castle wall or something. That kind of feels a little more like a place the Draglings would be. So I think maybe that's what I'm going to do. And then I can do lots of variety of rock colors and textures and stuff up in the top there with that. So anyway,
we also have someone, Jeanette from Denmark is here. Like that is awesome.
Hello, Jeanette from Denmark. Middle of the night again.
I wonder if those opposing colors are kind of why some of this is the strangest thing that I just thought about. But you know how like football teams have like 2 colors and they always seem to be like very like, you have ones that are like gold and purple and then like, orange and blue. So like, I'm wondering if they purposely do that so that you have that.
They probably do. They probably do.
I don't know why I thought about that. I guess because I went to school today. That's what happened.
Yeah.
Oh, Wendy got Randall's sleep tight. Y'all, I was so super excited when I got to when I found out I was having Sleep Tight as a sneak peek. I kept going, oh my gosh, I cannot wait to be able to film this one. So I was so excited.
That's a pretty wonderful piece. It's got a lot of wonderful colors in it.
Yes. And of course, we've been seeing it in your book.
Yes.
And like, it's finally here. I'm with the little purple stuffy dragon.
Yes. Yes, in fact, someone had messaged me and said, does he have a name? And I said, well, no, he doesn't. And I don't know if they're watching tonight, but the little stuffed dragon, I wouldn't know what to call him. And my thought would be, and I'm sorry if I didn't get back to the person. I am terrible about responding to messages and things in case anyone ever does it and goes, "Oh, he didn't pay attention to what I sent." Well, I do miss a lot of those things. And sometimes I read them and then I move on to something else and then I totally forget about it. But anyway, I would think if you like the purple dragon, give him your own name, just whatever you want to call him.
Oh yeah. I've already. I hope this is not. But I've already kind of named him Randy.
Oh, really? Okay.
Kinda in mind, like, because usually I want names for my little dragons,
Uh-huh.
especially when you have dragons that that are from artists that don't have their dragon's name. So I'm like, okay, give me a name. Give me a
Mm-hmm.
if they're an animal, I want a name to them. And so I was just when I opened it and after I finished the video, I was like, oh, I'm naming him Randy. Hopefully Randall won't be upset.
No, not at all. Not at all. Not at all.
He's just so cute. And I
So,
love it because my kids used to take and put their little stuffed animals in bed and tuck them into bed, so that's just what it reminds me of. And it was just so cute.
uh, yes, yes. So what I'm doing right now, you can see I've already got the little dragon drawn in pencil. You can see, I hope you can see this because it's very small. I may be able to move the camera a little closer here. I'll see if I can bend this arm down and get it a little closer. And okay, I'm moving it what I think is over it, and
Right.
it's
It's over it.
opposite.
Yeah, it's over it.
It's
Oh,
opposite of what I want it to be. There we go.
there we go.
So anyway, so now I'm just kind of going around him. See, here's his face and his head, his eyes, his ears. He's got little wings to get up on top of the picture here. And so I'm just kind of going in around. I'm putting the blue background color in there, just
The
so he's
person who
more
messaged
defined.
you, Taryn, says it was her that messaged you.
Oh,
Thank you so
yes.
much for replying.
Yes. Well, I know. And she sent back, I think he needs a name. And I thought about an answer and then I got distracted and I don't think I ever sent it her an answer. But
But
yes,
dang,
he does need a name.
that's a good question. So they did voting, you know how they do voting all the time.
Yes.
So there were
Yes.
two Spanglers in voting.
Yes.
There's one that is on a bicycle riding very fast, and he's a big dragon with the
Mm,
wings
he's on a motorcycle.
on a motorcycle. Yes,
Yes. It's called Dragon Rider.
Dragon Rider. And does
Yes.
that one? That one's not Eldar, is it? Or
You know, that was one of those situations where I wanted to do a dragon on a motorcycle. And the dragon on a motorcycle needed wings and he needed to look like he's just flying down the road on a motorcycle. So I just kind of made up a dragon to go with that.
okay.
Where he fits into the world, I don't know. He could be just a passerby going down the highway on his motorcycle.
I loved it because and Faith also loved him riding on the motorcycle. I mean, I that one is just so precious. And of course, I had to vote for both of them because both of them have the bigger dragons also, and so
Yes.
love that both of them had that. And I'm like, yes,
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 Eldar was the other one,
yes.
and again, he is in other pieces that I've done, and the two little draglings are in there too, but they're quite small compared to him.
Because I am not sure why. I mean, maybe just because he's got the wings and he's there. I mean, I love all of the draglings, so Dewey and Dagmar does not need to get offended. But I am like obsessed with Eldar. So
Yes, yes, yes.
like when they put out Eldar's Secret, I was like, that was my like number one have to have canvas.
I
That was
remember
like
that.
when Eldar's Secret came out, I was like, y'all better get out my way. Nobody better cart snatch me. I was on pins and needles until that thing said confirmed. I didn't even breathe, I don't think.
I do remember that when that came out, that you were kind of obsessed with getting that piece. Yes.
Yes. I was like, I have to have this one. I have to have this one. I have to have this one. And
Uh-huh.
when it went, when they archived it, I was like, no, thank gosh I got it. I was like, I feel bad for anybody that didn't get it, but
Mm-hmm.
otherwise that would have been my unicorn I would have been going to look for.
So you can see I'm kind of drawing around him. It gives me a little definition there. So what I'm going to do now is a little bit of watercolor to kind of get a base a base purple color, and I'll have to let him dry, and I'll be able to get back to him here in a little while once it dries just enough. I have to find my purple here, and it's going to look a little reddish, but when I get done with my purple colored pencils on top of it, he's going
It's
to
gonna be so cute. I know
look
Lee
pretty good.
suggested the name King for the purple since, purple is a royal color.
Ah, yes. Yes.
I know, trust me, Roxanne. I wish that none of I understand they can't keep every single one of them because they have released a lot of Brandles, but I mean, there's still a few that I had not, well, there's quite a few that I haven't managed to get, but I'm like, there are certain ones I'm like, oh man, so I do go hunting and searching.
Mm-hmm.
Like, let me
Well,
see if I can pick it up.
I'm not sure what the current count is, but I would assume 105 to 110, somewhere in that range.
I know there's someone in the group who has kept, I think, a master list of
Yes.
all of the
Yes.
ones that have come out from DAC.
Mm-hmm.
And I have just been like, wow. Because like we love your work. So like
Well,
um,
thank you.
we want them all.
So now, while that little purple is kind of a purple, it's probably hard to tell here, but it's the color of watercolor I put on the little dragon up there. While that dries, I am going to jump over here, jump down to the vests.
Oh, okay.
And what
Yeah,
I'm
okay, so
going to
that's
do
why.
here, I'm doing kind of gold trim. See, I put a little bit in the wrong spot, but that doesn't matter. Gold trim here on the design work of the vest, and then in between is going to be purple also.
Oh, oh,
So what that'll do is it'll tie in the purple dragon up here and the purple down here. You kind of get at different spots in the picture. And then once we get artwork and these pictures up here, I'm sure there will be some purples and lots of color, especially when you get some of Richard's birds up there. They are
it's
very,
gonna be
very colorful.
amazing. Hey,
Yes,
bestie,
yes.
Kara's in the house.
Well, hi, Kara. And let's see, a little more here.
Oh, Alyssa has helped us out. The master list has 103, but there's a few newer ones that are missing off of that master list. So
Okay.
we'll have to get the updated master list out there.
Okay, so I was fairly close. I probably 105 maybe.
Oh yeah, reading
Okay.
time is absolutely adorable. I wonder if I know I have the reading tree. I think I finally was able to get reading time, but when I love the draglings, I love the cats, and I love when you bring also like other little creatures.
Yes,
Like
yes.
seeing your version of these little creatures are just adorable.
Yes, actually I'm about to start another piece that'll be similar to reading time. A couple different characters, but little forest, some forest folk in this other piece that I'm going to do.
Oh,
So that'll be coming along here soon. I've kind of done some preliminary sketching for it. And
Cheryl said she is hopefully anticipating because it was in voting a while back, Flights of Imagination, because
oh,
to be able to
yeah.
have Cheryl, I'm just curious, do you have the other two? I would imagine so, probably, to be able to have all three would be, oh yeah.
Yeah, that'll probably be a big one. The fire trucks were huge. I don't know. I don't think Train to Dreams is quite as big as the fire trucks, but
Oh really?
I'm
Oh,
not sure. I'm not sure. But yes, that and the Flights of Imaginations. That's the three I did in that shape with that particular look.
okay. Ginger Jess wants to know what dragon. I haven't even looked which dragon is on stargazing. Like I
Ah,
double checked out that one. I may have to go.
I would have to go look also.
I can go look. I can go look and check that out. You're never
Now,
late, guys.
Well, some of the little things I do, sometimes people ask, do I ever make a mistake? Well, yes, I do, but I fix them somehow. So on this side of the vest, you see, I'm doing the design work. And here's the other side of the vest. Well, when I painted his arm in, I took his arm in too far. Actually, this edge of the vest and this edge of his chest would be way out here. So I've got this green paint under here. So what I will do is paint over it and paint over it, and then I will probably take some acrylic paint, which is much more opaque. And am I doing the right thing? There we go. Go in the right direction with this. I'll
Yeah, we
probably do some acrylic paint on top of there also to totally get rid of all the green when I'm done. But yes, I do. I do sometimes put paint in the wrong spots. As I'm drawing these out, you have all these little spaces and all these little edges and all these little things, and it's you have to kind of watch what you're doing and where you're putting things.
They said that Train of Dreams is about 10 inches shorter than Dragon Brigade. Wendy has done
Okay.
both of them.
Okay. Train of Dreams has always been my favorite, though. That one is just one of those pieces that, some pieces just kind of work out perfect and you're just so happy with them. And of course, Flight of the Fireflies, one of the first pieces that they released years ago, which I happen to have on my wall, thanks to Brandy.
That was so much fun working on that one, especially knowing that I was going to be able to send it to you. I was like, of course, I wanted to make sure, I was trying to make sure everything was perfect. I know it wasn't perfect, but I was trying.
I think it looks perfect to me. And I just love the way it sparkles. I'm turning around looking at it. It's hanging right behind me here. And I just love the way it sparkles. So
That's
now
one
I've
of the
jumped
things
on
about
over
diamond
to
paintings I love.
I've jumped over here to Dewey. This will be Dagmar here. I haven't put her eyelashes in, but she's got the four little warts on her cheek, so that indicates that's Dagmar. And Dewey will have the warts on his cheek and the little balls on the end of the tail. He gets 5 of them, and she gets 4, but the end of her tail is not showing in this piece. But
So stargazing is Dewey.
okay.
Stargazing is Dewey. Oh yeah, Snow Castle. Watching people work on Snow Castle just always fascinates me because it's amazing how much it just comes to life as it's being worked on. Even more.
Yes, I've seen a lot of people working on that one, and it is amazing. And of course, the size makes it even more amazing. It is just a huge piece.
Tammy said when she did Train of Dreams and you commented on her picture saying it was amazing, she almost died. She loved it. I love when you
Well, I
comment on
comment
her
as many
stuff.
as I see. I know I miss some people, but I do try to when I come across them. Yes, yes.
Ginger, yes, there are dragons in Snow Castle. It's in like what do they call it? Is it like not a pagoda,
Gazebo.
gazebo? In the little
Yes.
gazebo up front there, I think it's Dewey and Dagmar are in there.
Yes, they sure are. They sure are. They're very small compared to the whole picture, but they are there.
But you can definitely still tell them. I mean, just like they're small with the houses, but you can still tell they're there.
Yes, yes.
I know, Roxanne. I giggle and smile every time I am working on, well, technically any of his. Like I am loving this coral castle. That you never would have thought that in a painting of water that there could be, but you made sure there were enough like fish and corals and everything else to bring color where it wasn't just so blue. I love it.
Yes, yes. And that piece was actually quite large, the original painting to that. I couldn't tell you the measurements, but it was one of my larger pieces that I have painted.
Oh, wow.
And so what I'm doing now is the purple color in between the gold. I did the gold in watercolor first because then I'm going to do some shading on each of the pieces. Instead of watercoloring purple in here, since it's such small little thin areas, I'm just going to go ahead and put the colored pencil in and just start getting some color. And then I will add shading to the purple area too, make it darker in some areas and lighter in some areas. But kind of doing a medium tone of purple in here at the moment.
Ginger wants to know, which I don't look through yours. I don't think you have any that are knitting or crocheting. I think you had one that was like kind of cross stitching a little bit, maybe.
I did a cross stitching one, and that's never been turned into a diamond painting.
Yeah. But I don't think I've seen one with knitting or crocheting.
No, I don't recall. It doesn't come to mind. But, after a few hundred pieces, I might have slipped some yarn in somewhere.
Oh, that is so cute. Carrie says, Randall and Richard are my two favorite artists, and being able to have kits with both the draglings and the birds in them is the best of both worlds.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. We are enjoying doing this.
Wow, that purple really is just, wow. Again,
it's a nice contrast with the gold tones, but I'm going to darken the purple and make it much more vibrant than it is. I just like to get my light base color. It's easier as you're working on a piece to go darker with the color than it is. Okay, there we go. Than it is, say, if I put it in real dark to try to lighten up areas, highlights and stuff. So I like to start out with kind of a lighter tone and then go from there.
Yeah, because I've always wondered about that. Like, what if you, I mean, not that I guess people make mistakes or not, but like, what if you had put in a color that was just, you thought it was going to work and it was darker than what you originally intended? Like, you were like, you know what? I'm not super fan of it. Like, do you just add like lighter colors on top of it?
Yeah. That's where, if I have to, sometimes you can take a lighter, even colored pencil and go over an area and it will lighten up. But if it's not enough, then again, like what I did over here, I think I'm probably going to have to go in with some acrylic paint, which is opaque, and go over the green that I put there and fix that. So.
Oh, Ginger, I think he probably. I want to say there's definitely been some yarn somewhere in one of the cat paintings. I could almost be positive that there's been some yarn in some of the cat paintings. I think.
I mentioned to you.
So good.
I had mentioned that my next coloring book is going to be cats and a few dogs. And mostly cats, because I've done a lot more cat pieces than I've done dog pieces. And I was going through some of my stock images that I will be working from, and I thought, oh, I don't have nearly enough, but I do have nearly enough. I have plenty of pieces for cats. And then it'll be, we're talking probably this time next year, by the time I get that many colored pencil pages done, I go in and actually draw the black lines over the image that I already have, the artwork that I've already done. I know I've seen online that you can scan and photograph in and turn it into a colored pencil page or something. It's kind of like, I'm not sure how to do that, and I don't know that I want to do that. I'd rather do it by hand.
Yeah, that one would be, I would be kind of iffy on that as well. There's something to be said about, doing it yourself and making sure that, because sometimes they put lines where lines should not be.
Yeah.
And I was like, what is that? I saw a color and page the other day that I guess that, they're either a printing mistake happened or something, but there's like a line coming off in the middle of someone's face. And I'm like, what is that there for? I'm thinking there might have been a printing error and then somehow it was in the original and just ended up in the book. I don't know, but I was like, that's just a very weird line.
Yeah. So now I'm going with violet, a darker purple here, and starting to do the edges around some of these. So the purple's really going to stand out a little more here.
Oh, people are saying they love your dog paintings and stuff. Oh, yes, Sherry, you have to send me a picture of it. I'd love to see it. I hope dog bookshelf would be in the coloring book. That would be fun.
Well, what I will probably do with pieces like that, is maybe take two, depending on how they fit on a page, 2 to 3 books at on a page rather than the whole piece on one page.
Right, that would make
Yeah,
sense.
yeah. And with the cats, I've just done the one dog bookshelf with 12 dogs, but I've done 3 cat bookshelves and 12 a piece. And actually, I've done a lot of cat art.
Yeah, I was
So-
looking at, I guess it was on your site, and you had, I don't know if it was a print of a dog bookshelf, but it was like, I think in a nice, beautiful frame. It almost looked 3D, like it almost looked like the books were there.
Oh, yes.
Them-
That is on my website. There is a way that I print each individual book on canvas, and then I take a chunk of 2x2 wood, 2x2 square, and make it the length, and basically wrap the canvas or each book that I printed on canvas around the 2x2 board, and then build a wooden bookshelf that's about 2 to 3 inches deep and set all of those books into it. So it actually has dimension. When you hang it on the wall, it looks like it's a real shelf of books there.
I was wondering because I've seen that and I'm like, oh my gosh, that
Yeah.
is so amazing.
It is a lot of work to produce, but it really has a great look. And one of the things I would run into when I was at art festivals and people were just coming through my booth, why the little kids would always run up to that and they wanted to pull the books off and read the books. And of course the parents are going, don't touch that, don't touch it. And then the little kid would go away and the parent would walk by and try to pull a book off the shelf.
Oh my gosh, I can only imagine. That's why I said it's just, it is such a neat thing that is, oh, I was like, that is gorgeous.
Okay, so you can see starting to get a nice little design there on his vest. Am I going the right? There's the direction I want to go.
There she is. There she
Yes,
is.
yes. So I don't know if that lighting is too causes a glare or what, but anyway. So yeah, that's kind of the coloring I'm going for here on this.
I like how it's turning out. I think that's going to be gorgeous.
So the other thing I want to do, just to add a little more interest to this, I have my little jewels that I put in a lot of my artwork and in a lot of pieces where they got the little oval, I guess cabochons, I would call them, are in pieces. I'm going to put a little green jewel right here on his vest.
You know, I'm obsessed with the jewels that you put in here.
And
They
I
are
love
so much fun to
I
work
love the
on.
combination of green and purple together. I just think that's such a neat combination. So first I start with the darker green and then try to find a lighter green somewhere. Going through my colored pencil thing over here. Okay, here's a little bit lighter green in the middle here. And just kind of blend it in. Blend it in there. See, it's starting to look like a little jewel already. And then a little touch of white. Now, what I will probably do when I'm finished is add just a touch of opaque white right there on the highlight just to make it sparkle. And I'll do the same thing on their eyes too. But see, there we go. And then underneath the jewel, sometimes these kind of small details kind of disappear a bit, I think, into a diamond painting, but they still do an amazing job of reproducing things. It's just sometimes I put in such tiny little details, they just can't possibly pixelate it to look like it is.
Oh, wow, really?
So, okay, there we go.
Yeah, Carol, Kara also says that she loves how involved that you are on the page and commenting on people's posts and stuff like that. It's just not every artist does that, and it just makes us feel even closer. I feel like to your work.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. I do like doing that. As most of you know, I'm not very good about making Facebook posts and various things, which I should do better, but maybe someday. Anyway, so see how that little jewel just pops off of there. That's okay. Now what I think I'm going to do is jump back up here to the little purple dragon. He should be plenty dry to start doing a little detail. I'm going to start with this lighter colored pencil. Get a little more color in here. The lighter purple. This is more of a lavender color actually. And see, I really want the tip of his tail to come around here. So again, that may be something I need to add now. As I'm starting to draw here, I can kind of bring it around on top of the colored pencil there a little bit. And here's his
Wait for this one.
arms.
Ah, I'm so excited about that one.
And there's his nose and his cheeks. He's going to be just all purple. Not going to be two-tone. He's so small. I think two-tone would be just kind of making him look too much going on here for a tiny little drawing. And a little bit back there on the back wings and up there. And again, he's still just looking fairly plain, but find a little bit darker purple. Let's see. I'm always amazed at the artists I come across. I ran across a lady at an art show. My color pencils way up here. And that did mostly colored pencil work. And I went over to the booth and she had her pencils there and she could actually sit there and do some drawing. And her pencils were so organized. It was
Oh,
amazing.
wow.
She had these trays and all the colors were out in order and she kept them in order. I don't know how you do that. My pencils are all in these flat boxes and they're just piled in there.
Yeah, I don't think I could organize. Like I'm horrible at organization, so I couldn't even. Yeah, nope. They would just be in a box, and I would be digging through them.
That's exactly what I do. But I always find the one I want. Okay, see that it's probably hard to tell, but that's a little bit darker than the first color purple I put on there. That was, what was that called? That is light violet was that one, and the first color was lavender. Okay. To make him pop, I'm going to need a darker purple. And of course, I just had one a moment ago working on that piece down below, and I put it back in my box here. You may be hearing me digging through my box with all my pencils. Where would it be?
We
Purple
love
is
it.
not a color I use a lot of. So purples have a tendency to work their way to the bottom of my box. And I know I just had that color violet. Here we go. Let's try this. Sharpen just a little bit and go up here. Okay. Just underneath the neck there. Here's his mouth.
Oh
Here
my goodness!
is one nose and the other nose kind of like right there. Here's an eye here. Here's the other eye over here. So you can start to see them take shape. This is an arm right here. A little hand. And here is an ear coming up here. And another ear over here. And a wing back here. And let's see, the wing will come down and attach to his back about right in there. So his back kind of comes down here, and then here's the back leg going around here, and his little foot is coming out here, hanging on to the edge of the picture frame.
Oh my goodness.
And the tail, I'm going to go ahead and bring it on around there. So see, and his other arm is going to be right in here also, coming down, maybe there. So he's maybe hanging on to the picture frame. And then his other foot would be back here. So starting to get there. Got to do a little more shading underneath to give him some dimensions. And then I will do some highlights on him and get his eyes drawn in. Very, very tiny. You can see the, just the size of the pencil point here and the size of the dragon. So
It's a little bitty one.
he
Little bitty.
is very little, very little.
But he's going to be so precious on there. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that word gallery really, oh my gosh, it looks so good. And the DP, all that metal accents, you could really tell.
Underneath, a little more shading, a little shading there on the back leg, shading back here on the wing in the background. Shading on the inside of the wing here, in the ear. The side of the leg here is a little more shading. That's his little tummy is going to be down under there.
Oh, I see you already started laying some of the brickwork for the stone.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just started, sometimes when again, right before we started here, I started sketching that in because I thought of that about a half an hour before we started tonight. I thought, I wonder how that would look. And I kind of like the work of the feel of the stonework. It like I say, it feels a little more castle-like or
Oh, yes.
or something rather than just carved wood.
I mean, honestly, if I could have, if money were no object and I could have whatever place I wanted, I'll be perfectly honest with you, it would probably be a castle. I have always loved castles and, fantasy worlds. And so
I
when
agree.
I think of castles, I have gotten an opportunity to go to a castle in Ireland.
Ah,
And I was super impressed. Got to go all the way up to the turrets. They wouldn't let us into the dungeon though, so they had closed the dungeon off and said, "Nope, no visitors go down there." But it
I've
was
I've never been
fascinating.
to Europe to go to any of the castles. I would love to do that at some point. I think that would be fun. Closest I've been to, something kind of castle-like is the Biltmore estate, in Asheville, North Carolina. That's quite an impressive place. So adding the little highlights now to give him a little more dimension. I'm not sure how he's going to come out when they do a diamond painting, but he's so tiny.
I think it's going to be cute. I mean, they'll find a way. They'll find a way to
Oh,
be.
I know. They just do amazing things. I'm just always amazed at how they reproduce things. Let's see. I'm looking for indigo blue.
Oh, I'm sure the rendering department will be making sure that they are making sure that this one looks super, super good. They always, I mean, I have to say that the AC has some of the has the best rendering out of every place I've ever seen, and they put so much dedication and love into their painting. So
Yes.
you don't have to do a painting and then go, what is this? I look, I've done. in my early days, I would do one that, you get it because the picture looks really pretty from, when you first
Mm-hmm.
start off. And then,
Mm-hmm.
you find out why it was cheap was because, well, you finished it and then went, what is this? Like
Mm-hmm.
you even try to put it far away so you can kind of, supposedly the farther away you get, the more detail comes out. And I kept getting farther in front. I'm like, I'm gonna be in a whole other state before I find out whatever this detail is.
I did see a couple years ago someone had a stolen diamond painting of one of my pieces produced by another company, and then they had a diamond art piece, and they put them side by side and did a photograph of them, and it was tremendous difference. Yes,
Oh
when
yeah.
they steal my artwork and reproduce it, it's just terrible
It
looking.
looks horrible. It looks
Oh yeah, yeah,
horrible.
I agree. I agree.
Nancy, the castle I went to, I actually went to two different castles. We went to Bunratty Castle. I don't remember exactly which. I know in Ireland. I just don't know which shire or whatever that what they call them. But I went to Bunratty Castle, or I don't know if that's how you actually say it. And then I went and kissed the Blarney Stone at Blarney Castle. But that one is technically a castle in ruins. They literally only keep the stairs going up to the top where they have to dangle you off of because there's a hole in the part up there of the stones where you can get to the stones that make up the top parts of the turrets. And the Blarney Stone is like at the bottom of that. And so in order to get there, they lower you through this hole, hold on to your ankles, because if you really want to kiss the actual Blarney Stone, it's kind of far down there. And there's really nothing. They do have a grate there, so I guess if you felt you'd still hurt yourself. I would imagine if they let go of you by accident. But that was the only reason to go into that castle. But Bunratty Castle was really made up, and then later we got to go back because it was for a band trip. So we got to tour the castle during the day, and then at night we went back to the castle for a medieval banquet where they let us be like the court. They chose a kid for the king and a kid for the queen, and some kids to be at the royal table. The rest of us were just little, just people enjoying the court festivities.
Mm-hmm.
And then they gave too much power to us kids, to be honest with you, with the king, because our chaperones that went with us, they made our band director like crawl on his knees, and I'm sitting there going, we still have to like compete tomorrow, and he's going to run us through the paces. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, but he was a good sport. He was like, they were like, kneel before me. I'm like, oh, we go catch it when he's done.
So a lot of effort going. Can you believe what time it is?
Oh my god! Like it always just goes by
It
so
does.
super fast.
By the way, I did get the addresses of the two winners of the prints. I will be sending them out this week, maybe even tomorrow.
Okay.
Hopefully tomorrow is my plan. I have not sent them yet in case you're looking for them.
I got all the stuff out from the first 2 weeks, and I promised for this one. And yes, I was late getting the Monday post up, but that would probably be because since I had been on spring break last week, I kind of forgot this thing called set the alarms back. I turned them all off for spring break, so I didn't have to wake up every morning. But ding dong me did not turn them back on last night. So it was just by divine intervention that somehow I woke up with just enough time to get dressed, throw my coffee together, and run out the door. So like my brain was not on getting the post up this morning for week 4. So I do apologize, guys, but it is up. I did do it before I scheduled the live. So It is up. It's still up. It's there. You're still all good. But yeah, I was just like, whew, when I opened my eyes and I was like, what time is it? Why am I? You know, I'm thinking, oh, I'm really luxuriating. I'm somehow loving this. Like, I don't know. I must have gotten tons of sleep. And then I look at the clock and that instant alarm of, oh,
Okay. So as you can see tonight, again, I didn't cover much area, but really did get a lot done here between the vest and the little dragon up there. I'm going to do more shading behind him. I will definitely go in with some white paint and such to touch up the highlights and such on him so he pops a little more, especially the little face and all needs to pop a little more. And he'll have a shading behind him from his shadow. But anyway, I got a little.
Erin, that is hilarious. She said so Nancy got to go to those two castles as well. So that's awesome. So y'all know what it's like. Erin said that a bunch of her family went there a few years ago. Her dad and one cousin refused to kiss the stone, you know, because a lot of people kiss the stone because that's you go to Blarney Castle to kiss the Blarney Stone. Like that is a thing. And those two are the ones that got so sick afterwards. She said her mom said, see, you got bad luck for not kissing the stone. You are in Ireland. Like, this is a
Really?
lucky thing. Don't say no.
Really?
See, the thing is, Nancy, I technically didn't have to kiss. I have the gift of gab. I can talk to, well, and people who watch my channel know I talk to inanimate objects all the time. So I've never had an issue with talking, but I still had fun doing it.
Okay,
But
so
Mama, kill his ass. He's just fucking. You ever heard of cute aggression? You just want to reach in there and squeeze him. Oh my goodness, we do only have 8 minutes. Okay. Wow. So let me go ahead and pull up my
okay, I'll just keep on working.
thing. So we have for this week, so for prizes this week, we have 4. We have the $15 gift card to Craftspirations. We have a $50 gift card to DAC, to Diamond Art Club. We have a $25 gift card to Crafts with Crashly. And we have what Randall has done for this event, which I'm just like over the moon, a signed print from Randall himself. So like that is just amazing. So we do have 4 to give away. And this week we had 111 entries. 111.
Okay. All right, so first
So
one.
we're going to draw for the Craftspirations first.
Okay, let's do 99.
99. Let's see. 99 is Jess Tessing. I probably said that wrong, but Jess Tessing, congratulations.
Congratulations, Jess.
Let me get her name.
Real quickly here. Hello, Leslie and Emily. Hi, Emily.
Hi, guys. All right, so that is that one. Okay, so the next one we are drawing for is the Crafts with Crashly $25 gift card.
Okay, let's do, let's see now. 58.
Okay, 58 is, they only have that on the Facebook. It's only listed as Eli. Eli, congratulations. You won the
Okay,
Crafts with Crashly.
congratulations, Eli.
Okay, so next up is the $50 gift card from DAC.
Okay, let's do number 32.
Number 32 is Carol Lyon. Congratulations, Carol.
Carol Lyon. Okay.
She has participated. I want to say she has participated, and so many of these people have participated in every single one of the events with you. And I am so grateful to everybody.
I do
And I'm always
recognize.
excited for new ones and love when the old ones are here.
Yes, I do recognize some names, especially Carol Lyon. I know I've seen her on Facebook and such. So,
And then our
congratulations.
final one. What? I don't know what that. I missed out on something. I looked up and there was wrong comment there for me. No, why did it do that? Well, no, hold on. Oh, that was probably because Brandy, you did not hit the right button. Please hit the right button.
Okay.
All right. And our final prize, even I talk to myself and sometimes answer myself. Our final one is the signed print from you.
Okay. Let's do number 11.
Number 11 is, hold on, let me make sure. Yep. Number 11 is Bonnie Smith. Congratulations. You got the signed
Congratulations.
print. Woohoo!
Yes.
That is amazing. I just like putting it in my little spreadsheet. So I make sure that I've got them all good to go. So once again, for anybody that has missed it, and I'm hoping I will go and look and see if you have filled out the registration form. If you have, then I'll be able to get that information disseminated out. If not, then I need you to contact me. So the Crashpiration gift card went to Jess Tessing. The Crash with Crashly gift card went to Eli. The $50 DAC gift card went to Carol Lyon. And the signed print from Randall went to Bonnie Smith. So congratulations, everybody.
Yes.
Hope that y'all are having a wonderful time. I know it's not a super large amount of prizes, but I'm very, very grateful to the sponsors that have sponsored this event. I'm so thankful.
Yes, absolutely.
Let's
That's
see.
wonderful.
I'm just looking to see what people said. Oh yeah, Tammy, I can talk to a wall, to a chair. I obviously talk to my drills because trust me, I use tweezers, Randall, to put my drills on when it's stairs especially. And sometimes if you squeeze too hard, those things go pinging across the room and then you gotta have a fuss with them.
Okay. Just keep defining and refining this little purple dragon up here. And he may be a little bit brighter purple by the time I'm finished with him, but there he is. Oops, where'd he go? There he is. So I got that and got his vest going tonight.
Look at her in them little vest. She
Again,
is now,
not
because that one's Dagmar, right?
Yes, this is Dagmar down here. Yes.
Now, is that going to be is that like a little piece of like you know how like when you have a vest and it's got the fabric right there up underneath, is that what's up underneath the little on the arm, on the sleeve?
These ridges,
No,
you mean? Or
like where her arm comes up to, or is
right
it just,
there?
yeah.
Possibly. I'm kind of up in the air about what to do with that, whether to actually put little decorative bits of fabric coming out of there or whether just to take her arm all the way up. I'm not quite sure on that yet.
Oh, that is so cool. I mean, it's going to look fabulous regardless.
So, okay.
All right, I guess I'm going to turn us I'm not turning anything around. I'm just changing the I can't even talk. So the time with you just always flies by because we're so excited.
It does.
Watching. Hey, we do have one of the winners in the chat. We've got Bonnie. So Bonnie won the Bonnie won the signed print. Oh my goodness. So she is
congratulations.
she's like, the print will be hung along with completed draglings already framed and hung. So excited. Yes,
Okay,
Sherry,
back
those
again.
drills can fly really far. And they also, something that you may not realize is that our drills like to sometimes hop on us for a ride. They want to go places because I have been all the way to my classroom where none of my diamond paintings had been.
Mm-hmm.
And I would find a drill on my leg. And I'm like, where did you come from? Where did you come from? Like, it makes no sense.
Okay, well,
Oh my goodness.
another week I will, I'm gonna have to get a lot done this week. So it's a lot more done. The only thing that will not be done on the live is putting in Richard's pieces. They will be done digitally. I have to drop his pieces into it. But
I
this week
can't
I'm gonna
wait for this
try to
thing
finish the top and
to be made into a painting. Oh, Carol Lyon is in the chat too. So yay, two of our
hey,
winners.
yes.
Well, I am so grateful. You know, guys, I always look forward to all these events. Now, keep in mind, yes, we only have 1 week left and we have the grand finale. But, you know, don't be sad because in July, we have the Draglings and Books event. So Randall will be back with us for Draglings and Books. So, you know, you don't
Mm-hmm.
have to go too long without getting a chance to see something that he's creating in real time.
I don't know what I'll be working on then, and I've got other pieces I'm still working on. So we'll see.
You know, unless
I
something
don't know.
different comes out between now and then, I already know for the summer event, I am doing Dragons at the Beach. I'm doing it. That one
Are
is
you?
So I want to say thank you so much, as always, Randall, for you know, taking your time out to spend time with us. Let us see you create this wonderful world in real time. Thank you guys who are watching and are sharing and loving on Randall's work. You know, if you've got friends that, you know, like whimsical, or, you know, and have maybe they haven't heard of Randall, which is amazing that they had if they hadn't. But, you know, go share some of his. We need get them in, get them addicted. Trust me, it'll be worth it. They'll love it. And you know, just thank y'all so much for coming and spending time with us. I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of the week. And that it all goes well, that you have great weather, and that you just have a good time. And we will see you guys back next Monday for the grand finale, if I'm correct. So I hope that y'all have a wonderful evening. So I'm gonna leave you like I always do. Reach for the stars, grab hold on, and never let go. Until the next time, bye guys.
All right. Bye.